The When Wellness train is here, and it is ready to pick you up. And you know where that's at. Motivation Station, baby! Let's go! Today was a great day, and let's make tomorrow even better. You can absolutely make tomorrow even better if you care to, right? That's up to you. But we'll help give you some motivation to do so, huh? So happy When Wellness, you guys. This is the first purely motivational video. Thank you for tuning in. I can't see from here, but let's get right into what and who, more importantly, we're going to be talking about today. So, who we're talking about today is Chase Poust. Well, who is that? Well, I'll tell you in a second. But first I got to tell you, we're also talking about a couple other people. And that's Uncle Henry and Scott Meyer. Happy birthday to the both of you. I love you to death. And I hope you had an absolutely fantastic day today, doing whatever you felt like doing, kicking back, relaxing, watching some sports, maybe playing a little bit of chess, all while not working too hard. So, this is for you. And I want you to also know that today in the gym, when I was real tired, and I mean this, when I was real tired, I was thinking of you guys. And it brings up the topic that if you always remember who you're fighting for, you always remember who you're fighting for. You have it in your head and you have it in your heart when you're very tired and you think there's nothing left. There's no more carbohydrates to burn, like we would talk about in one of our scientific days. But you always have something left. It's in here. It's in here. You always have something left, but you got to know who you're fighting for. You got to know what you're fighting for. Again, most importantly, who you're fighting for. And when I was completely exhausted today, all those extra sets and reps were for you guys. And I absolutely mean that from the bottom of my heart. So this is for you. And again, a very happy birthday. So, who's Chase Poust? We got off topic. Well, he's a 7-year-old boy from Jacksonville, Florida. And he was on a boat with his father and his younger sister. Now, from what I gathered in the article, reading over it relatively quickly, his younger sister and him were in the water. She had drifted away from the back of the boat, right? They do this all the time, and the current got so strong, though, today, or at least this happened about a week ago or so, that she drifted away. So he went after her, a brave 7-year-old boy. He went after her, no life jacket or anything. And when he went after her, she had a life vest on, because the law is if you're over 6 and the boat's like 20 feet or less or something, which was the circumstances, at least for Chase and the boat, you don't need a life vest in Florida, whatever. Point is, he had no life vest on. And so this brave little kid, he goes after her, totally fearless. And he gets stuck. The dad jumps in, he goes after both of them. The dad gets stuck, right? And he doesn't get stuck. The dad gets tired. The dad gets tired. He's exhausted. And what happens is the dad and the girl, they drift away. And the dad was telling Chase, go swim to shore. Swim to shore. He was telling them both he loved them so much, because he didn't know if this was it, and he gave everything he had. But, he was so exhausted. And this boy, this 7-year-old boy, swam for 1 hour. An hour. You know how hard it is to swim for 10 minutes, 20 minutes, and against the current? And when you're 7? This kid is 7. He swam for an hour to shore to get help. They asked him, did you get tired? He said, yeah, I got really tired. So what I did was I floated on my back as long as I could. When I got enough energy again, I kept swimming. This kid, Unbelievable. I mean, it almost brings tears of joy to the eyes to know that there are people like that in this world. I mean, what an amazing thing. And he swam to shore, and he got help. He went to the first house he could, and they got the fire and rescue, Jacksonville Fire and Rescue Department out there, and they had drifted now very far. I think it was like, whether it was a mile or they drifted, it took them an extra couple hours to find them something. And they found him, and everybody was okay. And this kid, man, 7 years old, he saved his family. What an inspiring story. What an amazing story. If you don't have someone to fight for in your heart, you don't have someone to work hard for yourself in your heart tomorrow, which I doubt that's the case. And if there is no one really, it should be yourself, out of respect for yourself and love for yourself. So you deserve to do great things for yourself, and as much as you can for yourself every day. But if that isn't the case, then do it for Chase. Do it for that kid tomorrow. Look how hard he worked for the people he loved. There was nothing stopping him. You do it or you don't. You do it or you don't. There's no wanting to do it. He just made it happen any way he could. And he saved them, and he succeeded. And good for that kid, So, absolutely amazing story once again. And that's our message for today. You remember who you're fighting for. You got to remember who you're fighting for. And let's make tomorrow an absolutely amazing day, building from today, getting better and better and better and better and better and better and better every single day of your life, because you deserve that. So that's what we got for you today at When Wellness, and it was my absolute pleasure. Again, very happy birthday to Scott and Uncle Scott and Henry, and you guys have an absolutely fantastic night tonight, and we will see you tomorrow, you guys. Happy When Wellness.